So I was sitting in one of our churches and we were going through a long-term discipleship lesson. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, there's something missing. And I was thinking, we're getting a good education, we're doing application, we're even doing some evaluation. But the question that I have is, are we getting to transformation? So that's what this video is going to be about. So when I look at the church, I see that we're doing short-term discipleship, and this is our core. And then some of us are doing midterm discipleship, and that's to reinforce the core. And then we enter into long-term discipleship, and this is to fill in the gaps and to reinforce even the core and the midterm discipleship. And as we're doing that, we want to make sure that we're doing the education, the application, but we're getting to transformation. And transformation happens by repetition, by hitting the heart, not just the head, and making sure that people have enough time to inculcate this into their life. Let it sink in. But another key way that we get to transformation is by evaluation. We assess the education, application, and are we really being transformed? And when we do that assessment, the evaluation, and find that we're not seeing transformation, maybe we ought to slow down a little bit and just keep going over that topic until it really does sink in. So we're going to repeat this process over and over again. Education, application, transformation, evaluation. On our long-term discipleship, we're kind of taking trips out and studying different topics, but then we come right back to the core and revisit, review the core, refresh it, and then we take another trip out. Maybe we're studying spiritual gifts or church leadership or the authority of the word. But then we come back to the core. And these long-term discipleship trips that we're taking with the education, application, transformation, evaluation, they're just reinforcing the core and filling in the gaps. I think about the disciples. In Matthew 4:19, Jesus says, "Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men." Notice he didn't say, "I'll make you fish for men." He said, "I'll make you fishers of men." It was a part of their identity. He was going to transform them into fishers of men. That's what they would become. And then from Matthew 4:23 all the way through 9:35, Jesus is modeling this over and over and over again. And then in Matthew 10 and Luke 10, he sends out the 12 and he sends out the 70. So they're seeing it, now they're applying it, and then they come back in Luke 10:17 through 20, and they're giving a report. And we see the beginnings of transformation. They're really excited that what Jesus told them to do, they actually did, and it worked. Demons were being cast out. But Jesus reminds them, hey, don't get all excited about this. Get excited that your names are written in the book of life. Or in heaven. So that's what Jesus is really after, the transformation of a person's life. And that's what we should aim for as well. I'm calling this my Transformational Discipleship Flower. And maybe you can come up with a better way to explain it, but for now, I hope that gives you some direction and you can come up with a better tool.